Good morning. This is Wendy Henley with the Bedford Area Chamber Morning Vibes coming at you with Woody Watts, Watts Creative. It's Wednesday, Woody.
It's here.
It's hump day. It's beautiful.
See. I mean, I know people call it hump day, but for me, it's usually signaling an even busier part of the week.
Well, that's because Wednesday, I would imagine, is your busiest day. And that's, that's a good
That's a
day,
good
though.
thing.
You're not going to get bored
It's
on
not
Wednesday.
bad. It's not bad.
You're going to stay entertained from all of the podcasts that you're doing.
That's right.
So many things to look forward to. And you know what? Today's a great day.
Today's a great day.
I'm going to celebrate Wednesdays with Woody because you love Wednesday. You're going to embrace Wednesdays now.
Favorite day of the week.
Favorite day. Well, actually, my favorite day is Friday. I don't even know. It should be a weekend, but Friday, I don't know. Something about Fridays. It doesn't matter. Fridays are always good days. So I always look forward to Fridays.
But today,
fun days,
April 27th, is a good day. Like
April 27th.
Well,
what's going on? What do we have?
This is fantastic. Okay.
Okay.
So you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So today is National Gummy Bear Day.
Oh my word, that's exciting.
Yep,
I seriously am. I'm going to have to celebrate that.
Gummy bears. National Babe Ruth Day.
Oh.
National Devil Dog Day.
Okay.
National Prime Rib Day.
Oh, prime rib.
Denim Day.
Oh, I love denim.
And National Administrative Professionals Day.
Mm.
And Stop Food Waste Day.
Oh my goodness. I'm so glad we're talking about this. So what is the last one? Stop what?
And there's National Tell a Story Day.
Oh, tell a story
Stop
day.
Food Waste Day. Stop food waste.
Oh, so we can all embrace
I don't let
that.
any food go to waste.
No, it
If
hurts.
it's on the plate, that's it.
Well, and I don't know. We had a meeting yesterday, a board meeting, and I had some extra food left, and I was talking to somebody in the office, and I said, "Hey, why don't you take this tray to the YMCA?" It was a tray of treats, and I'm thinking, well, you know what? They're working out. They can work this off. Okay, give it to the staff, whatever. Because I can't stand to waste food.
No, we used to,
And they do a lot for us. The Y is awesome.
When I worked at the Y, not the Bedford Y, the other Y, the food lasted maybe 5 minutes in the break room if somebody were to bring in a platter. Like
Right.
like you would go in and like you were wondering who's on shift that would eat this much food, but it would just
disappear.
That's it.
Like evaporate. Nobody know, and nobody's going to claim that they saw it or It's what happened to that.
Yeah.
I know, but I don't like to waste food for sure. So give it away. And it's all good. You don't feel bad about it because there are people out there that are hungry for sure.
That's true.
So we definitely don't want to keep people hungry. So I was reading. I've been doing a little bit of leisure reading as I watch my 3-year-old grandchild. I told Woody. I told you. I was like, you gotta help this podcast today because I've been on with a lot of meetings and a 3-year-old. My hat's off to women. I'm older now. I want to say that I'm seasoned. Let's call it seasoned. And it's different having little ones around at my age versus, when you're 20 and 30. But they're precious. They're also precious. But I've been reading the 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. I mean, it's a great read. These are books that we do with our leadership trainer, Monique Minnick Enterprises, and John Maxwell brings it every time. And it's just, you learn something every time. You can just read one chapter and you're getting so many good nuggets from his, what his training is. And so live them and reach your potential. 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. And I would implore all of you that are listening, get out there and pick up this book, John Maxwell, if you want to be a continual learner and, just grow in your own leadership skills. But there's just so much. I want to read an excerpt of this. Let's see. There's just so many things. Do it now is one of these. And so, just starting with, like, maybe you've wanted to write a book, or maybe you have wanted to go back to school, or maybe you want to start a new career. Just get out there and do it now. Like, don't let anything hold you back, because I think a lot of people consider facing that they have this fear factor, right? And they are stagnant in their growth and they just don't know how to start. Mm-hmm. They're just in that hold mode. And And it's ready to just do it now. Get out there and do it. Maybe you're ready for the next challenge and you're thinking, what is that going to be? And you need inspiration. Pick up this book. I'm telling you, it's so great. And then, of course, you can do one of our leadership trainings, which will have this. The one that we're in right now is going to end June 8th. And then we'll do some smaller ones throughout the year. But seriously, pick up this book. But this is the one expert from this called The Fear Factor. And people that are fearful, it holds them back from success. And the following 5 factors are what they're talking about: fear of failure, fear of trading security for the unknown, fear of being overextended financially. Maybe you're thinking about starting a new business. What is holding you back? Fear of what others may say or others may think of you, fear that success will alienate you and keep you separated. And, these are things that are just myths and they're not true, and you just need to put them out of your mind and go to the next level. And so you want to plan for your growth and start diving into that. And you can start by just planning, picking up a book, write down your goals, your dreams, and then have your action plan next of what you're going to do just to start it. But it just, it can be baby steps. You don't have to take on the whole challenge at once. Just remember that, every day is a new day, and, just keep going, keep planning and just making one thing happen every day. And so I just encourage everyone listening that don't fear even mistakes, because mistakes are not invaluable. You can use your mistakes and grow from those too. So you have to know who you are to grow to your potential, and you have to grow in order to know who you are. That's one of the statements in the book that's just, I think, very profound. And so the first step towards change is awareness, being aware that you need to change some things. And then the second step is acceptance, and then just implementing your plan for growth. So do it now is what I say.
I had a pastor so this was right before I officially started my business. Like I was it's still a hobby, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like still a hobby, still working full-time at a place. And he knew that my business was kind of growing on the side, but I was so hesitant to leave my secure job, right?
Right.
So he told me one day, he was like, what would you do if you had like no fear and you weren't scared? Like what would be your choice? And I told him, I was like, well, I'll do my own business, do this. He was like, that's what you need to do then. He was like, just, you got to do what he was like, take all the fear, because that is we're not built for that. Like, what would you do without that? And he's like, then that's your decision. So
that was part of your inspiration, right? And he just said, and it was almost like you got to have somebody to believe in you too, to say, you know what, go for your dreams.
Yeah,
you've got to have that cheerleader in your corner saying, go for what you can do, because deep down you're going to have those doubts, but yet what you can do. You have the ability to do it. And then, for those of us who have God in our life, God will inspire us too.
Mm-hmm.
And yet we know we have those innate gifts and talents that we're built for. And so go for what you're passionate about, go for what your God-given talents are, but stay the course, because, you do have a purpose and a passion, and your life is meant to make a difference. And, if we can do anything today, just encourage everyone out there to seek out your dreams, find your passion, and do your purpose, because you are a purpose-driven life, as the book says too, that purpose-driven life. You do have a purpose, and, it's to make a difference in this world. So dream big and know who you are, know what your passion is, and go for it. And so were there other people in your life, Woody, that inspired you other than...
Oh, a lot of people, a lot. Like you would always, I think it's, you will always have people that also they love you. But you also have people that will not throttle you back, but they always take the safe route. And,
right.
And I think that it's important, if you have an adventurous spirit and you do want to do something, you also need to look at the decisions that others have made and where they're at. And I was blessed enough to have a great support system where everybody was saying, you need to do this. Why haven't you done this yet? And I'm the type that's like, well, I like to plan. I like to,
Right.
I need to make sure this, and this. And then just finally, it just took him, he was like, well, what would you do if you weren't like, if there was no fear? Like, what would you do?
Right.
What is your like dream? He was like, why aren't you doing that? And then so for me, that just kind of set me free in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so funny. You don't see it at the time, and you may not even see it in the process. After the fact, you look back and you see all of the dots being connected, and how this leads to this leads to this. But you may not see that for another 10 years. But I can look back now and see, oh wow, okay, so I went through this because of this, and this, really helped shape my philosophy on this. Where if it would have happened earlier, I may not have understood or handled it well. So all in good timing, but I really, in the end, I think like you said before, you just have to do it.
You
Like
just have to do
I think
it.
that is the thing that most people have regrets
Mm-hmm.
about, and I think that in the end, it that will hold more people back than anything. Just not even getting started, And
Right.
I think once you get started, then you can make a decision, because there have been people that they want to start a business, and then they get knee deep into it. It's like, whoop, never mind. But you did it. You
Right.
did it. And you learned. So for me, I was really blessed with having a good support system, and having a job that allowed me to cut back
Mm-hmm.
and then kind of transition away, rather than being like, oh, you're going to do this, but we don't want you. Like they really worked with me, because they knew that was my passion. And
Yes.
so it was, it just, you got to surround yourself with some good people.
You really do. Your
You
sphere of
got
influence
to, yeah, it
matters.
really does.
You have to. And, don't compare yourself to others. I think that's another thing that hinders us is stop comparing yourself to others. You have your own gifts and talents, and you know what your dreams and goals and your passions are, and everybody is different. And so don't compare, because, you've got your own leadership skills, you've got your own abilities, and maybe you want to do something completely different in the same field as somebody else that you know, but yet you've been given a different dream and a different, passion. So just go out there, seek it out. But I would encourage you, everyone, as we're getting back into, let's just use physical activity and getting back into the gym. I'm one of those people that I need a coach. Okay. I'm here to tell you, I need the accountability. I need somebody to say, you got to be here for this time. And then, once I get there, I want to cuss them out because, I'm there and I don't want to be there. But, they're really good about it. They take it well. And so they're telling me what to do. So I need to be able to reciprocate that. Right.
Yeah.
Right. No, I need a coach, truly. And so for that, I would say in your life, you need a life coach. You need someone, you need a mentor, somebody that can speak into your life, when you need to be pushed. And so remember that when you're maybe changing careers and you're becoming an entrepreneur, or you're just changing careers and you're going to work somewhere else, even that, you need a life coach. We had someone in our leadership class, and I won't share his name until I get permission, but it starts with a J. Anyway, he was a great student, and he was working he's actually working for a bank at the time, and he was going through our leadership school, and he had, a couple mentors, and of course our teacher, Monique, who was, coaching him, I believe, on the side at the same time. And so he learned that, of course, he has so many skills to offer, but he ended up going back to work for a company. I believe it was a family business that he had come away from. And he learned that he was really built for that. And so he ended up totally doing a back transition into a different company. And now he is thriving, just thriving. I mean, you think about when you are functioning with all of your abilities, your natural abilities, not something that feels forced, but when you're coming back into that, wow, what a change. And you almost feel like delivered out of bondage and, hey, coming into the new and into who you are. And so here's a statement from Charles Schwab. It says, when a man has put a limit on what he will do, he has put a limit on what he can do. And that's Charles Schwab. So just, don't put limits on yourself. Believe and make the change, be determined. Your beliefs, what your beliefs are, they can limit you. or they can help you to grow, one or the other, and decide how you want to be, how you want to act, how you want to feel, and create that sphere of influence around you that is going to speak life into you, that's going to speak, promise and words of affirmation. If you're living in an environment where it's all negative and you have people in your life that are negative, you want to remove them. Okay, I'm just here to encourage you to say, you know what? You cannot go any further in that type of environment. So it's time to change. It's time to just do it. Embrace a positive vision for your life and surround people in your life that can speak that to you. And then who knows? Oh my gosh, you in your passion, thriving and growing, you can be a world changer. And we want to encourage you to do that. And certainly, we are in a great time to start a business, for you to be an entrepreneur. And we're here at the Chamber to help you to put your passion to action, and into making it happen. And then we will be there for you and get you those connections too that you need so that you can have other people really singing your song and telling other people about what you're doing. And they will be inspired too, just by your story. And so please seek us out. We're here to help you. And we want to make sure that you get to your next step. And then, of course, we have many different, all kinds of things going on with the Chamber right now. We have coming up, we've got our job fair. So that's a great time for those of you that are seeking out maybe a career change, as we were talking about. This will be a place where you can meet and greet. And we're at the Forest Library Outdoors this year, June 23rd. And that's going to be from 10 to 2. And you can pre-register. If you're a business, you can sign up with us to be a vendor there. Pretty much everybody is hiring right now. The workforce is depleted. We're trying to build that back up. So please seek us out on our website at bedfordareachamber.com. And then, of course, we have a line before 9, which is our networking time coming up May the 10th. That's going to be at the Bedford Farmers Market. You going to be there, Woody?
Yeah.
It is.
I cannot plan.
It's so true. But great video excerpts you can get from this, and you can just kind of come out and meet and greet and get some treats. Oh, they have everything: veggies to
there we go. Okay,
flowers.
Because that's what I'm trying to lean to now: veggies and the healthier options.
There you go.
Because
summer.
It is this season to start getting healthy.
Yeah, so. It really is. It's tough to get to embrace that. I know I'm there too. But yeah, and so of course that's after, the holiday. Mother's Day is coming up too. Everybody needs to remember that.
Yep.
Remember their mother. And then of course you said, as earlier in the show, we do need to remember today is Admin Assistance Day, right?
Admin professionals.
Which
everybody is a professional.
Pretty much. I mean, if you're CEO at your home, you are a professional. Okay, you deserve flowers, candy, whatever is coming. Yes, thank you.
Now, I want to remind everybody that I learned this last night, that a big thing is happening in town on Thursday at 9 a.m. So
you've got to be there.
You got to be there. Listen, but also because it is an active
cupola. Can I say cupola?
Yes, because it is an active construction zone.
And you cannot park in front of it.
There will be a crane there. If you do not want to be live on site, I will be live streaming it to the town's Facebook page. So I know that there will be a speaker or two there. And then they will put it on top of the roof, and I think all will
This
go
is
well.
monumentous.
It is huge for Bedford. So if you want to see it, watch it on Facebook, because while people are encouraged to come, it is an active construction site.
They keep saying that, but it's true.
You have to tell you, because it is not just for a ceremony. They are really working there. So if you want to see it and be a part of it, by all means, it will be live streamed to the town's Facebook, to Centertown TV, and the town's YouTube page. But Facebook and Centertown are probably the easiest places to watch it.
Yes, that's this Thursday.
This Thursday at 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
Let's pray it all goes smoothly.
Yes, and
'Cause it will be
nobody
live.
gets hurt, right? We don't want live
And
coverage of
live
something
always
that's-
makes me nervous, but
Yes, a little bit.
yes.
But it'll be good. 9 a.m., come on out. You'll get to see some of the community, and everybody will be celebrating together because truly we're coming out of this.
Oh, it's a big
You
moment.
know, it is. It's a big moment. The fire came and went, and that was tragic. But yet we're moving on. We're moving forward. It's a new day. It's a new year, and it's wonderful for the town.
I was telling someone that is not from Bedford, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I have to do this on Thursday. They're like, wait, you have to do what? I was like, well, we're filming it. The cupola going back on the middle school. And they were like, well, what? Like, that's a deal. I was like, you don't understand,
Right? Yeah.
You don't
To
understand.
the outsider, they would not
They
understand.
would not understand. But if you're here, we all know the significance and the fact that he's doing it and announced it. They know the significance of it as well. So
Right.
it's exciting.
Well, I will be there, and I'm excited. And then, of course, that's going to be a huge day for us because we have the Hillcats game that night.
Oh,
So
busy day.
busy day that night. It is chamber night with the Hillcats, so that will be a reduced rate. For those of you that have wanted to get out to a ball game, come out. If you're a chamber member, you get discount that night, and we'll love to see you. So put it on your calendar. But seriously, Thursday is going to be a big day, and then we're just moving forward. But I'm excited for Bedford because a lot of good things are coming.
A lot of good things. A lot of good.
We're just right on the cutting edge.
A lot of good energy.
And growth and just prosper. And, we're helping these businesses to get really connected and, get out of this time from the pandemic. We're all ready to just get over that, get it out of our system and move on to the future. And the future is bright. The future is bright in Bedford, I want to say. And so come out and join us for some celebrations coming up this summer. We are going to have one at the YMCA coming up beginning in May as well, the Somerset Festival. That is coming to you on the third Fridays every month for the whole summer. We'll see you there. Have a wonderful day and enjoy this beautiful weather.